Hey, welcome to Graphic Policy Television, GPTV. I'm Brett. It's a new month. We've got a new Board Game Bento in front of us. Now, Board Game Bento is one of the numerous geek boxes out there. This one clearly for board game fans. What a shock based off of the name. So this one is from the same company that does Comic Bento, which is a fantastic service if you are into comic books and graphic novels. They do basically a bunch of trade paperbacks and graphic novels every single month. It's really worth it. Board Game Bento, it's a little bit more expensive. It's probably about, I'd say, $60 with shipping, but you get way more than that when it comes to the value of the games. You know, some would argue that there's ways to better grow your collection, but the reason I really like Board Game Bento and the other boxes that are like it is because that it is a curated list for you. So you're getting games based off of a theme, and that is kind of awesome for basically a game night. So, I mean, if you're a person who doesn't pay attention to what's going on all the sites, aren't up to all the latest releases, Board Game Bento fills a great niche when it comes to helping you grow your board game collection and be able to put together game nights for you and your friends. Now, this box, I'm going to outright say, is really, really heavy. There's quite a few games in here that clearly have some heft to it, because this is probably one of the biggest or heaviest boxes that I ever remember getting. So, first up, the theme for this month is game plan. So strategy is not about theme, it's about choices, facing off against a fantastic army, building a nefarious reputation on a neon noir Mars, or trying to take over the world. Sky First requires the same forethought as the teachings of Sun Tzu or the Board Game Geek optimized play forums. Sometimes you can just sit down and play, sometimes you need a game plan. Just because this month's games are strategic doesn't mean they can't also be thematic. So we got a whole bunch of games in here and some items. That should be pretty entertaining. First up is a game called Infamy. This is by Mercury Games. It's 60 minutes, 3 to 4 players, 13 and up. This is honestly one of the heavier items in the box, and yeah, it's a pretty hefty box right there. So, in the Martian mining colony of Ares 6, crime pays, 3 factions vie for control of this corrupt new world and everything within it. You are a mercenary known as a freelancer here to profit off the conflict to make a name for yourself. But ambition alone isn't enough. A network of seedy contacts will assist you in understanding the dangerous mission necessary to bolster your rep. Whether it's hiring henchmen to carry out your dirty work or plotting with secret schemes, you'll let nothing stand between you and your squalid goals. In Infamy, players find that nearly everything can be bought for the right price. Players attempt to win the game by being the first to reach 15 Infamy points, or by reaching the highest reputation in any one of 3 factions: the Harada Cartel, the Trust Megacorps, or the PKD Militia. The core of this auction and influence game is the pay-to-play mechanic, where players must sacrifice bidding power in order to place any bids at all. Spend too much time bidding against an opponent and your currency will dwindle, but if you refuse to bid, you'll be forced to watch your opponents acquire all those things that only the criminal underworld can deliver. Here, at the end of the world, where everyone and everything has its price, there is but a single currency that endures: infamy. So as I said, Mercury Games is a producer of this. 3 to 4 players, 13 and up, 60-minute game. This looks and sounds interesting. It kind of looks like a card game based off of the back. We see a whole bunch of cards on there and some chips. So generally, you know, going off the information there, it sounds like a bidding game. But yeah, so the game feels really heavy, so there's that. I'm going to say that's a good thing overall. And so that's the first one. Can't say I've actually ever heard of that. So far, interesting. Next, we've got Zeppelin Attack by Evil Hat Productions, a deck-building game by Eric B. Vogel. I'm a big fan of deck-building games, so I'm already intrigued and very happy. It's 2 to 4 players, ages 12 and up, 45 to 60-minute games. Conquer the world with a flip of the cards. Indulge your megalomania in Zeppelin Attack, a lean fighting deck-building card game by Eric B. Vogel. Set in the world of Evil Hat's Spirit of the Century, you'll play villainous masterminds bent on world domination. Deploy your Zeppelins, command your minions, do whatever it takes to destroy your rivals. Zeppelin Attack contains everything you need to play this high-flying, fast-paced card game. There's only room for one ultimate criminal overlord. You bring your Zeppelins. Right there on the back it says the price is $20. Again, Looks like another card game. Obviously, it said a deck building game, so it's kind of a no duh on that one. But I'm a fan of deck building games, so I'm very happy with that inclusion. And then finally, this one actually has got some heft to it too, even though it is not the biggest of boxes. So we've got Amberia, Shroud of the Shadow Demon from Paw Warrior Games. Play as one of 4 heroes in either a fierce duel between hardened experts or a 4-player frenzy. Collect the mysterious Ember Stones to defeat Ingol, the Shadow Demon. Only the hero who collects the most Ember Stones will be able to defeat the Shadow Demon and save the world from his shroud. Ember perfectly caters to the little voice in all of us that holds a grudge. With plenty of opportunities to for revenge, you won't have to listen to that voice for very long before it's satisfied. Don't be shy and show no mercy, as you will receive none in return. Kind of sounds like my type of game. I mean, I'm a fan of revenge games, so that intrigues me. 12 up, it's 2 to 4 players, 25 to 45 minutes. Contains 4 unique decks of 52 cards each, complete instruction booklets. Packaging is actually somewhat nice. This feels like a very solid box. You can check out the back, and you can see the cards there. So it's not just that we've got 3 game planned games that are all about the strategy, but there are also 3 card games, which I think is really interesting. Also, entertainingly, Board Game Bento usually includes an extra item in the box that they throw in there for the fun of it. This is sunglasses, so there's nothing worse than something small and involuntary betrays your next move, ruins all your careful planning, like when you're looking at the one resource on the board you need to win. The Board Game Bento sunglasses have you covered. Like the stealthiest poker players on the strip, no one but you will know where you're looking. Pretty entertaining, fun that they kind of included that. So I don't have the prices in front of me. I also don't have the scores in front of me of how these games are received by the general public, but we're going to add that type of stuff at the bottom of the video. So if you're interested in finding out, you know, how this stacks up price-wise, you can go check out the bottom of the video, and all that will be in there. And then if you're actually interested in any of these games, we'll have links that you can go and get your own from some various sites. We're going to go see how much of a value this Board Game Bento was. But if you're a board game fan, you should sound off in the comments. And then, of course, check us out every single day at graphicpolicy.com. We're on Twitter, Facebook, YouTube, all at Graphic Policy. If you'd like your own Board Game Bento and sign up for next month's, which the theme is The Past, then you can use the link below this video. It is not an affiliate link. We don't get anything for it. We actually don't get anything from this video other than the advertisements that you see. So just watching this, you help support our site, and that's much appreciated. As always, thank you for watching, and until next time, keep rolling those die, and keep it geeky.